Remember, they're changing my voice. This is part two. A lot of people like William, the person in the comments, they don't understand religion and martial arts and how they're inseparable. They don't understand this picture. The difference between Greco-Roman kind of gladiator fighting and MMA fighting, cage fighting, ground and pound, barbaric, right? Barbaric and bloody, brutal, masters of none. Masters of none. It's separate from it. We're traditional martial arts, but in its true form that goes beyond karate. They talk about discipline, respect, tenacity, obedience, integrity, loyalty. Masters of mind, body, soul, and spirit. Masters. So Elmer Fudd is not the master. The knucklehead's not the master. The average jock is not the master. People accept the boundaries of martial arts that are allowed by the corporate state. They're not the masters. It's the essence of what is true in martial arts. Somebody who live in truth. Martial arts is about building character. Okay, not propaganda, right? It says propaganda is usually, especially of a biased or misleading nature, right? It's white supremacy, patriot propaganda, right? As they say, as the left says, the patriot to the right is a code word for white supremacy, right? For white supremacists. Excuse me. So now we go over here. Tati, where William is not from. His ancestors don't trace their roots to, is Egypt, where Jesus hid from Herod, where the Moses was there, right? And where the Jews were in captivity for hundreds of years, where Abraham visited. Before Abraham, I am. Tati, and had various forms, right? There was Osirian stick fighters. There were Horus people doing martial arts. There was all kinds of martial art fighting. And what the early priests would say was, Tati, for example, is the art, it's fan a naza watati. Okay, the art of being straight and honest through the use of the stick. Okay, the art of being straight and honest, the way, the truth in the life, the truth, honest through the use of the stick. They don't know anything about martial arts. They don't know what it's for. David and Goliath, they didn't understand. Joshua, Jericho, Samson, David's mighty man in 2 Samuel 23, I believe it is, they didn't understand. David versus the Jebusites. When they said to him, the blind and lame cannot enter the palace, he then conquered the city of Zion, the fortress of God, the city of God, the city of David. And then he said, you tell those people that the blind and lame will have to use the water shaft to get into the city or what have you. They don't understand a vision. And the reason why this martial arts system, right, which is not my system, they call themselves vision martial arts because they're arguing who truly has spiritual vision. It's subtly there. And the red stands for the principles of evil. They might contend that. They might argue that's not what they mean, but that's how I interpret it. They don't understand when Ali said, I outwit them and I out-hit them, mind, body, soul, and spirit. They don't understand that a sword fight is like a game of chess. You must think first before you move. Or Bruce Lee saying the successful warrior is the average man with laser focus, and God's son is not the average man. He is an exceptional man, a divine man. You see, William, you don't understand that Jesus was crucified on a cross, like the crossing of sticks. The tree of life, a stick, and the cross that Jesus was put on, the wood. The Bible says the righteous thrive like a green leaf. The tree of life, wisdom. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life. The fruit of the righteous is wisdom. The soothing actions of the righteous man is a tree of life. You don't understand the Bible in the first place because you don't do Royal African Falcon martial arts. And neither does the churches. If they understood the essence of this, the essence of the truth that predates this depiction, in the later periods in Egypt of the stick fighting of two what looks like gayish people, you don't understand the Narmer palette. You don't understand the difference between a mighty Igbo warrior and some Somalian or something, and some Kenyan. It's like not understanding the difference between Tyson and Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but it's far worse than that. Because I would outmaneuver Tyson in no time flat and cut off his fucking head. Again, it's not a threat or anything, illegal and peaceful. It takes this kind of explanation for people who don't understand that the masters of religion were always and only martial artists. Everyone else was just playing a game, trying to fill the martial arts shoes. Before there was the staff that the kings would use and the rod, there was the spear and the machete. Those were the symbols of authority. The Ancient of Days, when martial artists ruled, the root and offspring of David, who faced Goliath in single combat. You don't know what you're talking about because you're simply somebody who's been brainwashed by neo-Greco-Roman supremacists, white supremacists, Jewish supremacists, and LGBT supremacists. I declare myself the victor of our little debate, and I declare you as somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. Thank you.